Brie Larson asks Jeremy Renner if he will be in Avengers Doomsday. There's thanks to Atomic Lori, we have a lot of I'm just gonna share a screen here with this. Now wait, this is a YouTube short. And I think the problem is with the YouTube short, it just automatically plays. So let me just share this screen and then I'm going to put it in here. Where we go.
Everybody who comes in leaves a question for the next guest. So Jeremy, we had somebody leave one for you and I think we're going to be able to play it.
Okay.
Hi, Jeremy. This is Brie Larson. And I was just wondering, are you going to be in Avengers Doomsday?
Me? No, girl. Are you?
How do you like? I'm sure you get asked questions like this all the time. Do you find new ways to deflect, new ways to sort of come up with something fun to talk about?
Brie said she is well versed from like working with Marvel. You got to keep that mouth shut.
Everybody who comes in.
Well, what do you think? I look, and we're going to get to it because we have a lot of all our stories are Avengers Doomsday related for the next half hour ish, but it's all news about it. I'm told Brie Larson and Captain Marvel and She-Hulk are not in Doomsday. Now, does that mean they're not in Secret Wars? I really think because of budgetary reasons, you're going to get a lot of characters will be in Doomsday. A lot. I mean, you've already seen the chair announcement, right?
Yeah.
But they'll look, and some characters will be sunsetted. I'm gonna guess Magneto, Professor X for the fourth time.
All the original X-Men, yeah.
Original X-Men, I think, are
Jean
gone.
Grey, Cyclops.
Yeah. Maybe everyone but Wolverine, but we'll see. And then I think in Secret Wars, the ones that have been left out will be in that, and some will carry over from Doomsday to Secret Wars. Alan, what do you think about this?
Well, I mean, if tradition holds, Hawkeye will not be in the first movie. He'll be in the second movie.
Yeah.
And you mentioned budget. Is there a budget on this, or are they just an unlimited credit card?
Well, it'll be the biggest thing that that Marvel has done. Since Endgame.
My guess is they're spending enough money for it to need to make $1 billion. I don't think it's going to get there. And we were excited when Infinity War came out and everyone showed up. Are we excited about Doomsday and everyone showing up? Not really. I love to see Jeremy Renner in it.
Here's the deal. There was a build up to Endgame and Infinity War. There has been no build up or anticipation at all for Doomsday, other than a tease at the end of Fantastic Four. What do we make of that?
Right.
I mean, I don't know what to say.
I mean, look, the original X-Men are in it. When was the last time we saw them together? Days of Future Past. I think that was the last time we kind of saw them together, but they don't understand. They don't understand what people are feeling now. And right now we're just not feeling these things. We built up to Infinity War. We had all these characters that just had movies and movies we loved. And now this.
Right.
Gosh. But I just can't wait for Ms. Marvel to save the universe.
Well, Captain Marvel's going to come in Secret Wars. And look, I have a theory that Avengers Doomsday, we're going to see the end of a lot of the characters. At least in the cinematic universe, those characters will be gone. What's going to happen is you're going to see villains in Secret Wars against a new group of united Avengers in that movie. So a prediction, speculation. We'll see. Hey, the canceled Avengers movie plot revealed. It's not Avengers, it's Young Avengers. This story is from Superhero Hype. Alan, I know you have notes. Let me bring it up. The canceled Young Avengers and Kang movie plot revealed by Doomsday writer. One of the writers of Avengers Doomsday was going to do Young Avengers. and the plot was the sort of synopsis basically was revealed. Alan, take it away.
Yes, well, that writer was Michael Waldron, and during a Reddit AMA, Waldron revealed that he and Jeff Loveless had once pitched a storyline that prominently featured the Young Avengers, drawing inspiration directly from the comics. In this early draft, the Young Avengers, a team of next-gen heroes that includes characters like Kate Bishop, Cassie Lang, and America Chavez, would have faced off against younger versions of Kang the Conqueror. Waldron recalled, Jeff Loveless and I spent an afternoon pitching the Young Avengers defeating the version of Kang and being so stoked about it, only to discover that that particular Kang carried a little card that said, be patient with him. It's his first day as Kang. This playful concept showed a lighter, more comedic tone, contrasting with the darker multiverse spanning scale of later drafts. The version of Kang referenced might have been so-called Lizard Kang. Seems briefly in the post-credit scene of Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, suggesting Marvel had already planted seeds for an interconnected variance. At the time, Waldron and Loveless were co-writing the Kang Dynasty, with Loveless leading initial development after penning Quantumania. The firing of Jonathan Majors, who portrayed Kang across multiple projects, triggered massive rewrites. And rather than continue the Young Avengers storyline, Marvel opted to restructure the film entirely, rebranding it as Avengers Doomsday, appointing Waldron as the sole writer. 69.
Well, look, a lot of things happen in development. If you know anything about even phase 1, 2, and 3 of Marvel, it appears as if, looking back, they knew what they were doing, because everything connected with the Infinity Stones.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, they did put little Easter eggs in every film, but a lot of things were changed. A lot of things moved around. This character became a proxy for that in the story, and so on. So they really, while much was planned, a lot rewritten. I think that's going to happen here. I think that the fact that there's no anticipation for Doomsday, other than, well, we'll see what Downey is like as Doom. But a lot of things in development get explored, and I'm kind of glad they didn't do this. I think Young Avengers sounds like a TV show, not a movie to me.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Alan?
Yeah, I love the fact that it seems like they're building the storyline toward the reason why I stopped reading Marvel comics altogether, which wasn't too long ago. The whole convergences, you have all these multiverses, you have all these Earths colliding with one another, and then we're gonna just come down to one universe where all the heroes of the past that have died can now live again, like Jean Grey, bringing Miles Morales to the Peter Parker universe. All that were reasons why I stopped reading Marvel comics, because they had just done what DC did and just collapsed everything.
Well,
and
when it gets convoluted, that turns me off. I like a good, there's an arc, like this story takes place over 12 issues, a couple crossovers like Crisis on Infinite Earths, or there's
I will say DC built it better, or DC did it better.
Batman Year One, Batman Year Two, like sort of self-contained, like storylines that play out, or they have it branded with a little banner, like that's the story. You follow those comics to read the whole thing. But I usually, though, these days, I just buy the graphic novel. I'm not patient to go to the comic book store once a week, and I mean, I haven't done that in a long time. So I just buy the collected graphic novels at a con. But but again, they're telling a story that no one was excited about. We have no idea what's going on, and so no excitement being built. This is just it just feels like Marvel saying, or Disney saying, we just have to do this, just get it over with, and we'll throw $700 million at it. By the way, that my avatar is me as a zombie in Night of the Living Dead, the one directed by Thompson. I was a zombie. Hey, more Marvel news.
Yay.
Lewis Pullman, I think people really liked his character in Thunderbolts.
Did they? Or they
you didn't really hear people complain about him so much.
So not complaining means we liked it. Okay.
Not complaining. Yeah. Yeah. Why not? I'll take that.
The threshold.
He shares a big update on his Avengers Doomsday role as the Sentry. I have the story from comicbookmovie.com.
Mm-hmm.
Check it out, Alan.
Oh my gosh. Look at him. Well, Pullman's return as Sentry follows Thunderbolt's post-credit scene, which revealed that Bob Reynolds has been suppressing his powers out of fear of unleashing the dark alter ego, the Void. Rumors now suggest Dr. Doom, who will play the central role in Avengers Doomsday, may manipulate the Sentry, twisting him into a devastating weapon and one of the multiverse saga's most dangerous forces. As Pullman previously teased, the Thunderbolts did not want to let him out of their sight because they realize if he's caught in the wrong hands, he might be dangerous. But they also want to keep him close in case they can figure out a way to use him. He added that Doomsday's massive cast will offer so many opportunities to figure out how each might come into play and how Bob might come into play with any of them.
Well, look, Thunderbolts got mixed reviews. I don't think Lewis Pullman is the reason for the issues with Thunderbolts. I think he's fine. Yes, you're right. People didn't complain about him. If they're complaining about you, that's a problem. If they ignore you or they don't notice you, that's okay.
They
sing your praises, they like you. But yeah, that's an interesting twist. His powers could be unleashed and used for evil as well as good. So I assume if Doom is involved, it's for evil.
Yeah. I mean, do I need to bring up the box office of the Thunderbolts? How many people,
Alan, bring it up.
Sentry, how many people saw Bob and thought, let's center Doomsday on this character? Sentry is not a commonly known character in the public, especially Marvel Comics. I think I may have read a Sentry comic or two, or was he based on the new universe or something? My point is you're building the center point of Doomsday on a character nobody really knows or cares about.
Well, I mean, did the public know Thanos? Or Thanos?
But they built
Thanos or Thanos, Alan?
Thanos. They built Thanos over several movies. You got hints of him. You certainly understood just the menace that he was and the importance of him not getting the Infinity Gauntlet. But Bob appears in one movie, and a movie that didn't do well at the box office.
Right. Well, look, the movie did not do well box office wise. I kind of feel like the build up. Here's the thing: they're hanging these last few phases of Marvel movies on characters that are, I mean, come on, Shang-Chi.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, just all these other characters, they're just thin. The only person who's good at that, it actually is James Gunn. He's good at taking the obscure character and giving them at least enough of a story that you care about them. Yeah. I mean, Mr. Terrific and Superman, I think Polka Dot Man in The Suicide Squad, he can do
Adam
that.
Warlock.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that. But you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
He's good. That's a strength of his. That is not what Marvel has done with this. And so it's interesting, but I don't know. I really think that this movie, Doomsday, is going to change right up until the last minute. Sure. Especially because they're starting to shoot Secret Wars next year. I believe in February or March.
Mm-hmm. Secret
Wars begins shooting as they're completing Doomsday.
Right. Well, I'm thinking about we just talked about it earlier at the start of the show, but Demon Slayer and Chainsaw Man, we're dropping people into the middle of a story that some people know and most people don't know, and that's where Doomsday becomes may have problems. We also saw it in the Marvels because no one really understood the Monica Rambeau character, and only a few people had actually watched Ms. Marvel, the TV series. And yet we're building a movie around it. And we're building the linchpin movie of Doomsday around this character that nobody knows.